Hope you baddies are doing fantastic. You must be doing well and be very excited if you're here. So you guys know I don't have a fucking job because I get fired all the fucking time. Can I keep a job for shit? But also, it's the universe that keeps telling me, goddamn, you fine woman, you're not supposed to work. I'm supposed to do so much more in this life, not sitting there working for someone else. So thank you, God. Thank you, the universe, for staying consistent with letting me know that I'm not supposed to do that shit. I'm not supposed to sit there and work for anyone. I'm worth so much more. I am worth $1 billion. So I need to align my life and my habits to actually getting that shit, because regardless of a job, with a job or without a job, I will always be doing it well. I will always have my shit together. It doesn't even matter. Life is here to test me, to show me the things I'm actually supposed to do. It's my responsibility, and it's your responsibility as well, to make sure that we get the shit we actually need in this life. So I'm sick and tired of being a slave to the system. I'm sick and tired of living this stupid matrix life, when in reality I deserve so much more. The only thing I see myself doing in this life is like building businesses that are made by my creative concept, working with someone, like being my own boss, having my beautiful mansion in the south of France, moving to New York, living it, like buying houses everywhere, you know. Like, I see myself as this powerful woman who can do whatever she wants in this life. I have a crystal clear plan. I know I will get it all. By all means, it makes no sense to why I and you shouldn't get the things that we actually want in this life. Why on earth should we not get the things that we actually want in this life? Yesterday, I was talking with some people. We were just having like a discussion. And this guy was like, how do you know that you will get rich? How do you know that? How do you know blah, blah, blah? Sorry, I just need to drink a little bit. This is a lazy drink. So good. And also my favorite, Ole Henriksen. It's not my favorite. I just bought it like 2 days ago. But I really like it so far. So maybe she will become my favorite. Okay, where the hell was I at? Yeah, so yesterday, I was talking with this guy, and he was like, how can you be so sure that you actually will become rich, that you actually will become successful, that you actually will become this and this and that? And I was like, because I know. Obviously, if I know something, it will happen. I mean, I don't understand how people do not genuinely believe in the things that they want to believe in. If I see something for myself, there's no reason to why I shouldn't have it all, by all means, you know. And now that I'm growing up, becoming more mature, I'm starting to understand more what I need to do to actually get the things I want in this life. It's all about the habits that you do to actually get the things you want in this life. All about the habits. Yes, you can act as much as the person you want to become, but I feel like it's more important to build up the habits. For an example, right now, I have started to work out. I go to a gym. I paid extra money for luxurious gym. I've started to go to Pilates. I have bought multiple supplements and vitamins and different types of things. I have invested a lot in like skincare and body care products. I have started to invest a lot in quality makeup, in perfumes. Shit, I bought so many perfumes. I'm actually like very proud of my collection. But yeah, it's just about the habits that you build for yourself, you know. I see myself as this filthy rich woman, okay? I see myself having tons of money. I see myself living my life and traveling all around the world, being on all the private jets, being on first class to Dubai, being whatever the like everything you can imagine when it comes to luxury. That's where I see myself. And I don't see like, to me, I kind of like, I don't understand why I should not get the things I want in this life. I don't want to get a job, even though sometimes I may think maybe I should get a job, work a little bit, and then save up money. But whenever I do get a job, I always get fired. Like, I have never been employed, you know, and got like, no, it's always just I'm a test employee and then I get fired, you know. So technically it's not even being fired, it's just basically them letting me know that they do not want to have me as an employee in the long run. So I always get fired within like the first 6 months I have never had a job for a year. I've never had a job for like, I think, no, honestly, I will be honest with you guys. The longest I've had a job for was, it was 5.5 months. That's the longest I have worked for someone. I just cannot do it. It's just not for me. I do not find it healthy for me, because the thing is, when you have a goal and a plan and a vision for yourself, you see yourself being, in general, I feel like when you're gorgeous and hot, you shouldn't be working anywhere, because wherever I work, people come up to me and ask me, why am I working here? Do you see the insult? Like, people are insulting me. And it's a good thing though, like I take it as a compliment, but at the same time I get kind of like insulted by myself, because I'm just like, you know, I look at myself in the mirror and I talk to myself and I'm just like, Seraciaa, what are you doing? Like, what is this? You're hot, you're skinny, you're beautiful, you're funny, you are intelligent, you got it within you, you have great style, you smell good, you walk good, you talk good, yet you're here working for money? How embarrassing. And then there's people coming up to me like, are you a model? Why aren't you on the runway? What do you do? Like, why are you here? People always ask me. When I used to work as a waiter, I used to work at a 5-star hotel, and people there, like millionaires, billionaires, used to come up to me, and obviously we weren't allowed to talk to like famous people, you know, or we were, of course we could talk, but if they gave us the number, because that once happened, you know, people, I used to communicate a lot with those people, you know, and they used to ask me, they were like, why are you working here? Like, you're supposed to go to Milan, you're supposed to be over there, you're supposed to be there. People themselves saw and see within me that I'm too gorgeous, too sexy, too fine to sit there and work for someone. And you know, it's the biggest insult I constantly have done to myself, to go and get a job just for the money purpose, because the only reason why I have gotten a job is to make money. And what I genuinely like in this life, it is fashion, it's makeup. I am obsessed with fashion and makeup. Like, that's the only language I adore when it comes to certain things. I also love art. I used to paint a lot when I was younger, a teenager, a lot. I used to paint so much. It was kind of a way for me to deal with, you know, I've never been depressed, but with my thoughts. I always think a lot. I always have a lot in my mind. So I used to always express myself with painting. And then when it came to fashion and makeup, I started doing makeup very early. I used to watch YouTube channels of these white girls doing makeup, you know, and the black girls as well, like even the Asian chicas. Like, I grew up with just wanting to be seen and heard and expressing myself in different types of way, especially when it came to makeup, when it came to the fashion style, the fashion sense, everything, you know. I grew up wanting to be a star. That's the only thing I visualize myself being. That's the only thing I have ever thought to myself to become. The thing I want in this life is to be able, of course, to be happy, but I want to build myself up and leave something long lasting forever. I feel like I owe it to myself to become the woman I have always wanted and seen myself becoming. I genuinely feel like I owe it to myself to become one of the most successful businesswomen ever, and to live something, like to leave when I die, to have something so long lasting that people will never ever forget about it. And I want my children, my grandchildren to look back at me and be like, God damn, this woman, she was genuinely a bad bitch. She got shit done. She did everything she needed to do and she wanted to do. I have had different types of friend groups. I've always been in friend groups, and I've always met different types of people. At the beginning, when I was young, and the only thing I cared about was having a lot of friends. Like, I wanted to know as many people as possible. Like, I used to thrive after getting to know people. Like, I don't know why, But this is why also I know that I will become very successful and wealthy and rich, because I am such an expert at networking and getting to know people and bringing attention. Like, even when I do not want it, I still, well, I can kind of like turn it off and turn it on. So when I want attention, I would definitely receive it. But sometimes, even when I do not want it, I still get it, you know? But it's, most of the time, it's good attention. At times also, it can be bad attention. But I have always been a little bit of that girl, or not a little bit, but that person who wants to know everyone. Like, I want to know everyone, all the popular people, all of this and this and that. And I know a lot of people talk shit about, you know, the people are trying to like social climbing, but I don't give a flying fuck. I know exactly what I need to do to get my shit done. And getting a job will not help me. Getting a job will not help me. My dad wants me to like go to school and study, because my father is very like academic. He has studied like in China and multiple countries, and he speaks like 10 languages. So he's like very like academic or whatever. And I respect him and his journey for that, you know. But when it comes to a body like me, in general, I cannot work, because I already know I will get fired. It's really not for me. Yes, okay, I can get a rich boyfriend or whatever, but I don't even like where I'm living. Like, I hate where I live. I live in Sweden, in Stockholm. I hate where I live, and I already know that I'm living in the wrong country, like 100%. And people are like, oh, just move, just move. Do not worry about me, bitch. I will be moving. Do not worry about me, girl, okay? I pay my taxes, okay? I'm not a convicted felon, okay? I don't have any crimes connected to my name. I respect the law, okay? But please. Like, what I need to understand and what will bring true happiness to someone is just respecting the results, respecting the answers that you receive from the universe. Because now it's kind of like, okay, you can put yourself in multiple situations, but sometimes you have to repeat multiple mistakes to understand that it's just not for you. And this is what I feel right now in this moment, that a lot of things that I have done, putting myself in these categories, being there, this and this and that, like, no, it's not for me. What I want in this life is to become super rich. I want to travel around the world. I want to live in another country. I want to buy a big ass house in south of France. Like, I want to be able to explore the world and live my life to the fullest and enjoy it to the fullest. And I will not be able to do it if I do not align myself and build habits within my life that align with the dream life that I want. This is why I'm staying very consistent when it comes to booking all these trips. This is why when a door closes, another door will open. I would never in my life be sad about not having a job or getting fired from a job, because that just means, okay, when another door closes, another door will open. At the beginning, when I was a little bit younger, and I'm still young, I'm only 23, I don't know everything about life, you know, like I still have a lot to learn in this life, so I'm still learning. And yes, I have a lot to learn still, but something that I have just kind of realized is that there's no reason to why I shouldn't get the life that I want. Okay, simple. There's no reason to why you as well should not have the life that you know, want to have. Why on earth should we not be blessed with the things we actually desire to have? I think genuinely in my heart that everything is possible, and that there's a reason to things happen. And I sense it in my heart, I sense it in my spirit. I know that I'm meant for so much more, for greatness in this life, and I know exactly what I need to do to get it. And I don't know exactly what I need to do, but I know exactly that I need to do something to get it, because it will be mine. So this is why right now I'm building these habits for myself. I'm starting to work out, because my future self, when I am a millionaire, I see myself waking up every morning and working out. Every single morning, going to the gym in my house, in my mansion, having a private, you know, trainer who trains me, doing Pilates, then later having breakfast with nice protein, taking my supplements. That's why I've started to take supplements. I'm very like strict now with the things that I eat and the things I consume, the things that I watch. everything manifests itself, okay? So if you build up habits to how you see yourself being in the future, that's exactly what you will have. So I have already like booked many trips moving forward. I travel next month in March, I travel in April, I travel in May, I travel in June. I have already prepared myself multiple trips. I've already been out of the country, and we're just 1 month into 2025. I am setting up myself for success. I am setting myself up to not be disappointed by the things I do not want in this life. I need, like, you need to do something. Because I know I will look back at myself and be like, shit, bitch, you really just saw yourself. Like, you knew it was going to happen. When I speak to myself, I speak to myself in the highest version of myself. Like, I view myself so powerful. You have to really genuinely believe it. Like, you have to look at yourself, tell yourself, you are that girl. Like, whenever someone disrespects me, whenever someone does something to me, whenever something just goes the way that I feel like it's just disrespectful or rude or whatever the circumstances may be, I always tell myself, these people have no idea who I am. They don't understand it, they don't know it, but they will. They will eventually. And once they do it, it will be too late. I have always been the girl who people just in general do not fuck with. That's just me. I've always been an outsider. And I'm not going to sit here and be ashamed about it, okay? I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm ashamed of people not fuck with me. I do not care, okay? I do not care. Back in the days, I genuinely used to be so sad that people did not want to be my friend. I used to be so sad that people, like, imagine, I have been jumped, I have been in fights, I have had multiple altercations with girls. I used to fight all the time because bitches couldn't stand me, okay? I have been suspended from school or whatever, you know? Teachers didn't like me. Like, once even had like a full meeting with my dad, like 8 teachers in the school, because I went to a private school, and they had like a full meeting with my dad telling him that nobody in the class except me. Like, I used to get called the N-word all the time in class. Like, people generally did not fuck with me, has never liked me. Like, people did everything in their power to bring me down and take me down, but I always just knew that I was that bitch. I never ever has ever taken shit from anyone. I've always been that girl. And a lot of my old friends, even though we're like cordial or mutual or whatever the F you want to call it, back in those times, they never really took me seriously. They never really saw, like, people love to follow the wave, okay? People love to follow the wave. Now that people see that, okay, my TikTok is maybe popping, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I am getting collaborations with big brands like Meshki and these Korean skincare brands or whatever. People are starting and trying to kind of like come back to my life. But the thing is, I think most of them do not really have the balls to come back to my life, because they do understand who I am. They do kind of like get that, okay, we cannot get access to her because you won't be able to get access to me, darling. I have changed my number. Only like 10 people have my number. You will not be able to get access to me, darling. You cannot afford to have a problem with me. You cannot afford to have a conversation with me. The only people I want to associate myself with are people who are doing 10 times better than me. And I know for a fact that the people who used to know me, none of them are doing better than me. None of them. And I will say this out. I don't care about being humble, because I will not be humble. A guy at a job that I got fired from once told me that, have I ever considered to be humble? What a disrespectful thing to say to a bad bitch who completely knows her worth in this life. Why on earth should I be humble? What should I be humble for? Like, who should I be humble for? You? Why on earth should I be humble? Somebody tell me, why on earth should I be humble? I have every right to sit back and think that I deserve a lot more in this life and treat myself as it. I don't have myself as a job, because I genuinely know who I am as a woman. You know, I'm not addicted to anyone's presence. Being a girl, it's so easy to become rich if you just go after like a rich boyfriend or whatever. But my only goal in this life is to make sure that I build myself up first. I want to be wealthy, I want to be rich, and I'm not going to sit there and be humble for whoever and whatever. Like, I don't care about that, you know. I'm always kind to people. I always show kindness to people. I always respect people who deserve the respect, and you know, because respect is earned and not given. But I'm not going to sit there and be nice to everyone, because when I was young, when I tried to be nice, everyone took it as a fucking weakness. Everybody tried to go against me. My friends switched up on me. People acted like they were my best friend. They weren't. They pick and chose sides, and I'm not going to sit there and act like I am here to be, you know, kind to everyone. I don't give a flying fuck. This is my life. This is my world. I deserve everything in it. I will go after everything in it. If you want to be with me through my journey, you are more than welcome to be here, okay? But if you do not fuck with me, which I know most of you don't, but you will, okay, my camera and then whatever, but you will keep watching, because the things that I'm saying is just true, okay? I know myself, I know my character, I know my value, and I know exactly what I want in this life, and I will do everything in my power to get what I want in this life. And do not worry about me. Trust me, if I really want to. I know a lot of people like, oh, are you an escort, are you this and this and that? You will never hear a rumor about me having sex for money, okay? Baby, it will never happen. Like, you will never in your life. Like, I am the girl who will build everything up, down from the ground up to the sky, okay? And I know 100% that I will get everything I want in this life by being exactly who I am. This is the art, okay? This is an art. My brain is literally a mastermind. It's the masterpiece. It's an artwork, okay? It costs a lot of money to be me. Like, it costs a lot of money to be me. I am such an expensive person, and my value will just like, it will continue to go up, because I am the one who value myself. I put the standards for myself. Therefore, I have no other choice than build this shit up brick by brick all by myself, and I will succeed within whatever I choose to put my path and my craft within. So right now, understand more who I am and what I would like to do, because getting a job is not an option at this point. I just cannot work. Like, it doesn't work for me. Like, I just always get fired, and I'm just over that shit. Like, it's like, okay, I get it. I'm too sexy to work. So much else to say. I'm actually very tired. I'm going to take a nice shower, and I think I will try to edit this vlog. I think I will post it tomorrow. Oh, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm trying to be more consistent now on Instagram as well. Do not forget to follow me on my social platforms, and stay tuned for more content, because I think honestly I will start taking YouTube very seriously this year. It is exhausting, but I felt the exact same way posting on TikTok. I felt like it was so exhausting to post on TikTok at the beginning, and now it's just something I do now all the time. So it's just a part of it. So yeah, take care, stay blessed, stay gorgeous, and we will talk soon again.